My name is Nadunga Esther, a student from Bugisu High School. Basing on new curriculum, which encourages us to do hands-on. Here we came up with a project of reusing these plastic bottles to come up with demarcation of our school compound. By doing this, here we can see that we conserve our environment. And since these plastic bottles, when they are just being dropped in the compound, they can reduce on the soil fertility since they are non-biodegradable. Basing on such a product which we made out of these plastic bottles, we see that these plastic bottles, we shall not need income to buy them unless we just move around the compound, those marketplaces, we just collect these plastic bottles and reuse them. And therefore the advice I give to my fellow students outside there, don't just sit there and be dormant, but let us just reuse these plastic bottles and make a living out of them. Like me, a student, after my senior 4 doing UNEB, I plan to go back there in the village, having identified such a problem of poor disposal of plastic bottles in my community. I'll be using these plastic bottles to make other different things. For example, making of flower pots for event decoration purposes and other things out of these plastic bottles, like demarcating people's compounds. I can use this knowledge I've acquired at school, like the artistic knowledge I've acquired in art and design, to decorate these plastic bottles, paint them, and earn money outside there during the vacation.
Kati nganze okusinziira ku buyigirize bwenfunye mu project eno, wetuba tuwumudde nga tugenze mu vacation zaffe, tusobola okufuna obucupa ne tukolamu fensi, ebintu bingi bye tusobola okukola muno, tusobola okukolamu n'amatanka, tusobola okukolamu ebintu bingi ate nga si bya buseere kubanga materials zonna ziri affordable. Obucupa tubulonda bulonzi, ebisinga kati nga waya zino era si za buseere. Nkubiriza abayizi bannange nga tugenze mu kuwummula baleme ebitabuteekamu bunafu, balonde obucupa obuliwo mu community babukolemu ebintu bingi kubanga basobola n'okukolamu ebibbo ebisobola okuyamba okonservinga environment yaffe n'obucupa okuleeteringa mu community kubanga bo si bwa mugaso nga bugenze mu ttaka.
I am Delea Mustafa, a senior 4 student at Bugisu High School, a group chairperson of the Green Stars. We looked around our school and we were able to come up with our project as you see it behind. We looked around our school and we found out that plastic bottles are becoming a problem because they are being littered everywhere in the compound. So we're able to come up with a project, I and my group members, because these plastic bottles, when they are littered in the compound, they are going to hinder the school and they are going to be degrading the soil because they don't decompose naturally because they are made with chemicals that don't make them decompose in the soil. So they make that soil to be infertile because they are going to reduce some minerals in the soil. So we were able to gather, I and my members, we developed this project and we were able to design, as you see this small part behind me, and we decided to design here and show the rest of the other members who can at least visit our school and be able to develop such a thing, because there is life after school.
As a teacher in this institution, I've seen a number of fields in which our learners have always been active. And if you look at behind my back, you see that there are some developments. For example, you can see around the assembly ground, or the flag area, they have made some demarcations by use of water bottles. It came into our concern that our school has always been littered with a number of plastics that cannot decompose. When we came in with this project, learners had to pick on all the plastic bottles around and began putting in some art. Remember that learners are under the new curriculum and they are always using what we call hands-on. They are always being creative. So that whatever you are seeing behind, they have always been doing it because they are having that creativity. We are seeing that when you look at the plastic bottles, when they are littered, they are not bring anything good in school. But after them, having put them in order, you find that they have decorated our school. My emphasis is, and I continue emphasizing the learners that let them do more, because creativity is the way to go. Hard work is the way to go. You may be a student in senior 4. You never know what God plans for us. Things may fail of getting a paper that will take you to another level. But as you are having that spirit of creativity, at the end of the day, you are going to earn something. These learners have given us all. They have shown us what they can do, depending on the level of achievement. And I'm very sure that at the end of it all, students of Bugisu High School are not just going to throw it around. They are going to come up with something that is tangible. Because most of the things they have worked on are tangible. When you look at the school demarcations, these are going to stay for years, unless otherwise. And if we look at other things, for example, they have come up with a water tank. It is going to do preserving of water or storage of water. They have even come up with we have seen dust bins out of plastic bottles. They can move that dust bin out, they move it in as long as it is time for use. So I'm so grateful for them and I love what they do. Thank you so much. To our dear parents, it is my humble request as a teacher of Bugisu High, for example, I'll be so glad if our learners, for example, the senior 4s who are going to leave this year, when they come back home and there is something they are doing as them, please, I request that you give them audience, because it is a matter of giving someone an audience. There is no need of forcing a learner to do something that he or she is not going to be able to do. Because at the end of it all, we have seen a number of learners outside there who have been forced to go right, yet they are supposed to go left. And when they force themselves to go left, they are even doing better than those ones who have been forced to go right. So it is my humble request that support them financially, support them spiritually, and support them socially, so that they can meet what they can meet.